Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Jurassic World Indoraptor from Mattel. That's right, my friends. There's a whole new line of Jurassic World toys on store shelves now from Mattel, and I gotta be honest, I've gone a little dino crazy. These toys are so much fun, and I'm excited to get a chance to take a look at them, and I thought the best place to start was with this baddie right here, the new Indoraptor from the upcoming film, so let's check him out. As you can see, he comes in this cool box that's sort of an open box, so you can kind of actually touch the figure inside. You'll notice this across the board. A lot of the dinos in Mattel's line are packaged just this way. I actually kind of like that because it's pretty easy to get them out just by clipping some of the little strings in the box there. Plus you get a really good look at the dinosaur. There's not a whole lot else to the box aside from that, so we're just going to go ahead and dive right in. We've got this guy out of the packaging and we're going to get a close look at him. Now it is worth mentioning that when you pull this guy out of the box, there's one minor assembly piece by plugging in the back portion of his tail, but it's just on a peg. Give it a nice press, it locks it in place, and the good thing is it's one of those pegs where it's not going to come out. So you can see the tail's locked in there really nicely. We won't have to worry about it. So just look at this massive toy. He is huge. And when he's next to the other dinosaurs, you can really tell, and we'll get to that a little bit later, but let's start with the measurements on this guy. Standing in the pose I have him now with his legs kind of bent, I would call this kind of a natural pose for like a raptor type dinosaur. You can see from the bottom of his feet to the top of his head, he's right at 7 inches tall. If we go from the tip of his tail to the front of his nose, he is about 16 inches in length. He is a pretty big dinosaur toy, and you can kind of see him just in my hands here. You can see just how big he is. He is a really cool looking character. Now, very similar to the Indominus Rex in the first Jurassic World movie, it's my understanding that the Indoraptors are going to be sort of that same kind of hybrid thing, and they're like the new big bad, or the new bad guy dinosaurs, I guess, for the new Jurassic World film. And you gotta admit, these are some pretty cool looking dinos, and Mattel did a really great job of capturing the look of these guys in a toy form because they're just cool looking toys. First of all, they're done in this really cool glossy black coat. So you can see they've got this beautiful shine to them. So he really kind of glistens underneath my studio lights. And I don't know if it's really coming through, but aside from the paint being, very shiny and glossy like that, there's also some real kind of small specks, like some glittery specks worked into the scales of his skin there that also really helps to add to the shimmer of the overall design. It's really cool. And then he's got this great gold marking, the stripe that starts at his neck and goes all the way down his body, which is also done in this beautiful metallic paint deco. So this thing really glistens and shines, and it just makes him look very sleek and very, very mean. I love it. To add to the meanness, look at those eyes. If we zoom in on the face here, he's got these blood red eyes with some even more red markings kind of coming off the back of his eyes to really add to it. Definitely gives him that more evil look, right? With the red eyes on the black scales there. Very, very cool looking. So it's a really nice looking dino. It's a cool sculpt. I love the little kind of frills sticking off of his back here as well as his head. You'll notice those are a bit of a softer, more pliable plastic. I can kind of flex those around. But the rest of this guy is super sturdy. He's actually got quite a bit of weight to him. And this is cool because this is a super posable toy. He's one of the few dinos in this line that has a lot of posability, and I would imagine that that plays into this type of character from the film, or this type of creature. So let's go ahead and look at some of the ways we can pose this guy around. So we'll start with the head. First of all, the mouth opens and closes, which is essential for a dino toy like this. We got to be able to have him pose with his mouth open. You can see his tongue inside there, so it's really nice tight joint there as well. So we got a nice ball joint here at the top of the neck so we can roll the head all the way around, but also at the base of the neck, so great range of motion there. You can see he's got much longer arms than you typically see on a raptor, and he does have the nice ball-like joints at the shoulders, so look at that. Great range of motion there, as well as ball joints at the elbows. Look at that, swivels and bends, and then you got the ball joints at the wrist with the hinges, so look at that, good range of motion there. He basically has the same type of articulation you would expect out of like a superposable 7-inch action figure. It's pretty crazy. The back legs do have a good joint there, but you can see that they're not quite as posable as the arms. They don't have the hinge in there, but you could still move them forwards and backwards and kind of in and out a little bit. We've got the same kind of joints at the knees there where they swivel as well as bend with a great range of motion, as well as the kind of double knee there for the type of bend that you would see in the dino's legs. So again, good range of motion there. Now, nothing else in the ankles or anything, and the feet are flat on the bottom, so you got to find the right way to pose them to keep them standing. But I got to tell you, there's been a lot of poses I've been able to put this guy in, and he stands just fine. Whether you're doing the crouched over pose or a more standing up tall pose, he balances pretty good, and that's awesome. He does have these really big feet with those huge raptor claws, which is pretty awesome looking. And then as far as the tail goes, it is ball jointed at the base of the tail and also ball jointed in that segmented piece where we plugged it together, so you can swivel that around and bend it. So this dude is seriously posable. He's so solid, just a great quality feel to the overall figure. The joints all seem nice and tight. I'd say the only place they're not quite super tight is the back legs. You can see it's just a little loose here when flexing the legs in and outwards, but not bad enough to where like the legs, you know, fall under the weight of the figure or anything like that. He still stands just fine. And if we want to look at this guy scale-wise with some of the other figures, first of all, let's put him in here with Owen. This is the new Owen figure from the line. He is in the 4-inch scale, so you can see how the Indoraptor totally towers over poor Owen here. And if we match him up with some of the standard Raptors, you can see that he is massive when compared to the Raptors, and just an overall huge dinosaur when just standing alongside some of the other basic dinos in the line. This is a really big toy, but I love that because not only is this just a great looking toy with great posability that's good for collectors, but it's also, of course, perfect for kids because, man, kids holding onto this big, giant, chunky figure and doing battle with their dinos, this thing, I can totally see this being a super popular action figure amongst both the kids and the collectors. I know that I love it. This was a great starting point because this is just one cool dinosaur toy. And come on, dinosaur toys are already awesome, but man, this is just a really fun design, and I really think that Mattel knocked it out of the park with this particular figure. So all of the Jurassic World figures are hitting store shelves right now. Target and Walmart seem to be the best places to find them at the moment. The Indoraptor, I believe, is around a $25 figure. So happy hunting, my friends. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe because I got a whole bunch of dinosaur videos coming. Until next time, my friends.